I hope, I hope you are seeing the screen.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's we are still continuing with the if logical function, and that's what we are seeing here. If you look at this table, if you look in column A, we have the employee names, and B, we have targets. That is, the employee were given targets. But maybe there are 6 people that are given targets, what to make, maybe monthly. You look at the sales. This is target, this is sale. So column C show that the person and the target given to all of them were given the same target. But if you look at row two, column C, discover that person made $1,500. That means he exceeded the target. Now, but before they started, they are promised that if you say something more than a particular amount, we are going to be giving certain percentage of your what you made. If you look at the information on on this box, it says if it says is greater than or equal to target. Can you see? If it says
Mm.
is greater than or equal to target, if what you make is equal to your target, that is, you make up to your target or exceeded it, you'll be given 5% of what you said. But if the if says is less than target, you are not going to get any bonus. That means you are going to get zero bonus. That is what we are talking about here now. So we want to determine the bonus now. Anybody that does not make up to $1,200 will not be given any bonus. Any person that that made up to that and exceeded it will be given 5% bonus. So that's in this case now we are going to use if. So then this is how it works. I say equal to if. Now say if what you made, can you see if your if says, so you click your sales first. This is your sales now. That is column C2 is greater than and equal to, is greater than, that is greater than, this is greater than sign or equal to, that be at least, can you see, equal to what, your target. You can see the way it works now. If what you say is greater than or equal to target, your target is inside cell B2. What you sold is inside cell in C2. So we are now comparing it now. So we have made the statement, the first say if logical test. Now say comma, we are going to follow it comma. If it is true, what do I say I would do? Then that's why you need to come to this boss and say, okay, I'm going to give you 5% of sales. So you now type 5%. If it is true, if the value is true, I say 5% off. You know, in Excel, off mean asterisk. I say shift 8 of your what? Sales. This is your C of your C. You click the sales again, comma. There are two things. If it is true or if it is false. If it is false, mean that if you don't make up to that, what would I say I will do? I'm not going to give you any bonus. What do I put there now? I just say 0 times what you said. And I say close the bracket. You can see if C2, your sales is greater than equal to your target, comma, I will give you 5% of your sales. If not, I'll give you
Zero.
0% of your
Okay.
sales. Can you see? Then now press enter key. Remember that you have to quote the two. You have to quote whether if it's true or false. The reason is that when I'm dragging this one down, anybody that does not meet the condition, the Excel we assign the second one to it. Can you see? That's why you have to complete it. 5% of what you said. If you don't make up for that, 0% of what you say. So we are not doing it for the first one because you can see the first one clearly that this person made it. But for the sake that when you drag this thing down, when you want to exert to help it to automate it, if the exam find that any person in the column C, any sales person that did not make up to that, he will assign 0% to that person. If he discover that somebody make up to and target or and above the target, he will assign the 5% to it. That's why you have to complete it. So what do I do now? He have done it for us. The first one exceeded the target. when, that is, then what do we do? You click here, then you automate it, you drag it down. So if you look at it, all those ones that are putting hyphen, nothing, they are the one who did not make up to the target, and therefore they are not going to receive any bonus. So there are a few of them who really receive bonus. Other one, they are not able to um, beat the target. But that was the condition given it unto them. And maybe they are equally given the same training. They are subjected to the same maybe same level. So that's how it works. So that means you get bonus or no bonus, subject to the meeting certain condition. That's what we have just done here. Do you understand this?
Mm.
Or you want me to repeat it? Or you have any question?
Let's see the formula, please.
Okay, the formula. I will show the formula that I use. Remember the formula that we use to control child. If C2 is your sys, if it is more than or equal to your target, I see. Your target is in B2, comma. The condition is that if you met that target and exceeded it, I'm going to give you 5% off your sys. Your sys is in C2, comma. Then if you don't meet up to that, I'm going to give you zero of your what? Of what you sold. So we derive that formula from the text. Yeah. Remember, this is what you are following. If the sales is greater than or equal to target, calculate 5% of the sales. If sales is less than the target, show no bonus. So that's what you are doing. So that's how we derive that. We convert that statement into equation now. Because the Excel will not understand that statement. If you type the statement in you type the statement here, you don't understand. So what we simply did here, we converted this statement to an equation that Excel can understand. And that's exactly what we have done here. So you can document it down, you can write it down, the formula. If C2, that is the six, is greater than equal to, mean at least, uh at least the target or exceeded the target, comma. If you meet that condition, I'll give you 5% of what you sold. If not, comma, I'll give you no commission. That zero there mean that you're not going to get any commission if you don't meet up to the target or exceeded up to the target or exceeded target. If you just write one, the formula, then you drag it down, it's going to automatically help you to calculate the other one too. Are you okay?
Mm.
Okay. So I'm going to remove it, take it into the. I'm taking out of the formula now. Remember what we do to do that? Not a control child. That's a result. So let's look at another. Okay, let me allow you to do your own.
Do you have a practice question?
Yes, I have a lot of them there.
Oh,
I have them. I put a lot. Yeah, yeah. Price a lot of price questions so that you can practice on your own later. But we are still going to do one more, one or two more to reinforce it, to reinforce that. So can I go ahead and do the next one?
Where do
when
we
is
find that? Yes, I'm fine, sir.
Okay,
okay? Well, let's go.
this one. Let me start with this one. Let me start with if logical. Okay, no, that will be too complex. Okay.
Sorry.
So we are going to look at the if function one. Right? If function one. Question can come in the variety in the different ways. So that a problem in life does not different type of problem. So you are going to use different approach. Do you understand me to solve a problem? This is another problem now. This one is if function one. You can see here if function one. I'm still using sys also. In column B, we have sys rep. We didn't give their name, we just give them A, B, C. The sys made by in row 4 is 2,500. But for you to get commission, you are giving certain condition. So the condition is one that is painted or clearly in this box. If you look at it, say if the value in cell C4, just follow the narration. If value in cell C4, this is cell C4, column C. If the value in
5,000.
cell C4 is there, remember you know that you are going to use if anytime you see anything like if. Those are conditional
Uh,
statements. If the value in cell C4 is less than $2,000, you can see. Then multiply the sales. Remember, if you follow it now, you multiply the sales by what? 5%. Else, that is it. If not, else, if the value is less than 5,000, you say you multiply that sales by 7%. Otherwise, you multiply it by 9%. In this case now, we have three variables. The one we have been doing, we have been talking about two variables. Whether you understand me, this one is three variables. Now remember the one we did last, the if function we did last. We have just two variables. Now we are having three variables now. So how do you do this three variable? Remember I said it. So you come to this place because you want to assign commission. Look at it here now. So let us follow this information here now. So let's I start what equal to if I'm following this statement here. If the value in cell C4, look at it. Where in cell C4, you click it. This is cell C4, which is our the sales for the sales rep A, which is in row 4. If the value inside C4 is what? Look at this. You will follow this statement. Is less than. I see. When you say less than, you are going to use this one. Less than what? $2,000. Don't put that dollar there. Don't put 2,000 because Excel will not accept that currency sign. Don't put 2,000. That's 2,000. Can you see? That's what they call logical test. You are trying to test now. After your testing, you now say, okay, you say what? You say if the value in cell C4, that is sale, is less than, then multiply the 6 by 5%. Do you understand me? Now say 5%, Abi, multiply by what? The 6. Where is the 6? This is the 6. You can see. That's one. You say comma again. Remember, I say, then if this value is less than 5,000, wait, is less than 200, then if the value, if the sales is multiply the sales by 5%, else.
Obviously. Um,
If the value is less than 5,000, can you see? This one is 5,000 now. It's not talking about 2,000 again. What do you say? You say
if.
what?
If.
What do you say we do?
We use the if again.
Yes, you can use if again. Remember this one now. It said if you follow the statement, if the value is less than, Abi,
Mm,
less than what?
less than 5,000.
Less than, if the value, you have to click the value first. Can you see this value first? Are you getting it?
Okay.
Less than, in this case now, you are going to use 5,000, comma. What do you say you will do? You multiply it and to give, you are going to give him 7% of what he said. That's what you mean. So what do? Now type 7%. 7% times what? 7% times what he says. This is what you have done here. You can see. Otherwise, multiply it by 9%. You can see now. In this one, you are not going to open any if again. Because if you are going to give a prize, give to three people. If the first person collected the gift, second person collected the gift, you don't need to say whether if or if. The third person know that I'm the person who is going to collect that gift. Especially when you call them out. This is the first, second, third. That's the reason why you not need to put if. You can put if, but not to save your time. You cannot just say comma. The last person will be what?
I'm confused. Why are we not putting if for the third one?
Because the Excel will automatically assign it for us. That's why I'm giving that narrative now. I say if three people, somebody got first, second, third result, and you call them out, you understand me? You call them out to come and collect their gift. If the first person collected the gift, Abi, second person collected the gift, everybody know that the third gift belong to the third person. So it's not whether if or not if. Do you understand me? So in that case now, you may not even use if again. Just say what? 9% of what? Abi? I see. This is 9%. I wanted to write here 9% here. This is 9%. Sorry. Oh, just say what do we say here now? Just say 9%. Just say 9. Put 9%. 9% of what? Of his sales.
Yes.
You know this is the sale. Then you close the bracket. But remember, you open the if two times, so the bracket must be closed twice. That's why I'm going to match it up. You can see the bracket must match. Guys, this is one. If here, I open the bracket. So the same thing, I'm going to close it here. Now press enter key. So he's using three parameter now, either 7% or 9% or 5%. So let me repeat it again so that okay, let me show you the formula first. Who is this calling me in this man? Oh, are we not getting it?
Maybe it was a fluctuation. We didn't hear you for a
Yeah,
second.
the last
Yeah,
line.
somebody's just calling me in that man like that. I don't know the person. Hello? Okay, run. Hold on. Who? Ah, but you were ready. But you were which train law. Okay. Okay, sir. You're asking what question, sir? Hello? What you
We
call
didn't
that?
hear you at the last end. At the tail end, we didn't hear you.
And
You said you had a call or
somebody
something.
was calling me and disrupted the. So what's the question you want to ask? Okay, let me repeat it again. Or you want to write the formula first? You write the formula first, then I'll repeat it.
Interesting. Okay.
Equal to if the value inside C4. That's this. The C4 is the sales the person made. If it is less than, it doesn't make up to 2,000. He only entitled to 5% of what is sold, comma. If the value inside a cell C4 is less than 5,000, that's another level now. It's collected 7% of. If it is 9, guys, if he anything apart from those two, you collect 9% of the whole. If you look at this less than, don't let it confuse you. That less than 2,000 you are seeing there, it means that anybody that make maybe something like um two 1,000, maybe 999, they fall into that category. Anybody that from that nine from 2,000 up to 4,999, that's what that person get. Anybody that got, can you see, 5,000 and above is the person that gets 9%. That's what that statement is saying. So Excel enables us to be able to do what? To calculate one. If the first one is correct, we don't need to repeat the same procedure for everything. So we allow Excel to help us to automate the process. And that's what you have done. Once you are sure that the first one is correct, of course, if it's correct, it will tell you. If it's not correct, it will tell you. Once it's correct, you don't need to repeat the process. Just automate it. Just just copy it down. And that's the power of Excel. Ability to able to automate the process so that if you have any large volume of data, you don't need to labor yourself in repeating and repeating the processes. What you need to do is to make sure that you just do one. The Excel will now follow the step you used to perform the first one. They help you to automate it and replicate the process. You will replicate the process for you in the subsequent roles. That's exactly what we are doing here. If you are done with it, have you written the formula?
I have.
Okay, let me turn it back. So let me repeat it again to make it clearer. Let me read it for you. Can you see? Another way of doing this thing, we said that you can make something absolute reference. If I put the value, I'm going to use another method again. Another method again. Because sometimes the percentages you are going to use already is in your what? Can you see? It's on your worksheet. The other
Mm.
one, I type it by myself. So let me use that another method now. In case the percentage value you are going to use is already on your worksheet. So remember, we are going to use absolute reference in that case. So I'm going to delete this one now to give you a second method. You can use any method you like, but in case the value you are going to be using is on your worksheet, this is what you are going to do. You start again, say equal to if. You can say if the value is C4, which is this one, C4 is what? Is less than, this is less than sign. Less than what? 2000. 2000. Don't put comma there. Don't put comma. That's the logical test. If it is true, what say you will do?
We
Then
should delete the one you did before.
yes, I deleted it. I don't want to show you that if the other one we did before,
Mm.
I was tapping the 5% by myself, 9% by myself, and 7% by myself. Is that not? But in case now
Mm.
where the percentage value is on your worksheet, what do you do? I want you to
Oh,
reference it from this worksheet. So that means that
okay, absolute, absolute
yes,
reference.
and that's why the second
Mm.
method now. If the value of the cell in C4 is less than 5,000, what do I do? I multiply it by what?
Now,
5%.
I have one question.
Yes.
If it is not there, can we create it by ourselves and put it there and
Yes, you can
turn it
create.
to absolute
Yes.
reference?
Just type it there to guide yourself. Yes. You can type anywhere around here. Remember now, I'm instead of me typing 5% now, I reference it. Look at it now. I'm going to reference it here. I click this one. Once you reference
One
it,
more question, Mr. Dan.
yes,
Mr. Dan,
I'm listening.
can we create another column for the absolute reference and leave
Okay, okay,
this
okay,
the first formula so we
okay.
can
Yes,
see it
yes,
there?
yes, yes. Let me do that.
Okay. Mommy Ferron, show you
Yeah.
buying.
Then so.
Undo. Let me undo this one. So let me take this one. Then what you need to do, you need to add another column here. I click here, I right click, and I say insert. Can I say insert? So you're going to insert a column here. So this is what I'm going to refer to as that now. I can call it commission two to differentiate it. Commission two. I can come here commission two. Let me make it. So I can come here commission two. Com, commission two. Mm. To indicate the absolute reference. So let me do that now. We're still going to get the same result, only that we are doing references. So I'm going to do the same thing. Say equal to if. So I'll refer to the says. If this says if this says here, sorry, equal to if you double click the if what immediate is what less than what. I'm following the statement on the right hand side. Is less than 2000. 2000. comma. That's I'm texting. That is logical test. What do I say I will do? I'll give you 5%. So you click this 5% here. Immediately you click this 5%, just remember that you are referencing it. You are going to make it absolute. Still remember, to make it absolute, you are going to press function. It depends on the kind of keyboard you are using. Function F4. Can see? That is 5% now. I reference it. I can see here it's showing here. 5% of what? That is times what? Of what is so. No, sorry. Of the sales. This is the sales. Comma. The second criteria say that what? Because there are three criteria now. You are going to open another if. If that is if this says here, you are still going to refer to this says. If this says here is what? If you look at the statement, if the says here is what? Less than 5,000. So you just follow the statement. If it's less than 5,000, then if the says, so go back to the says again. If the what he made here is less than 5,000, that's 5000, comma. What do you say you would do? You give him what? 7%. So remember the 7% is here. You still come and pick it again. Once you pick it, you reference it from here. You have to make it absolute. You can see 5% of what? Of the sales. You click the sales back again. Can you see? If you like, if you want to open another if again, but it's not necessary. The exam will understand. You help you to fix the third one. When say comma. For the third one, I don't need to put if again because if you want to give three persons gifts, if they you call them out to line up, if the first one collect the gift, second one collect the gift, the third one, everybody knows that it's not whether if or if. This is the person that collect it. That's the way process here. But if you still want to add if, there's no problem. But so in this case now, just refer to this one, 5%. The remaining
I,
person.
I I am still a bit confused why we are not using if for the third one.
That's what I'm describing to you now. Okay, you want to give somebody gift, you call them out, maybe in your office. They say there are three
Okay.
people that got first, second, third. The first person, all of them line up. The first person got the gift. You presented the gift. Second person collect the gift. Do you
So
need to tell,
automatically the third one
do
is
you,
for
don't need to
the
tell the person that this is the person that has the gift? Everybody know that this is the third person. That's the remaining gift. That's the same process we are using here.
okay. Now, if if we are repeating this if in 7 places, assuming there are 7 gifts,
Yes.
so when we get to the sixth one, it
Yes.
applies to the seventh one in
Yes,
all cases.
exactly. Yes, the Excel
Okay.
internally knows that based on the currency, you know how to assign the third one. You don't need to worry yourself about that. Excel. That's why you call it Excel. He has the capability to think internally to say, okay, to figure it out. That the third person is the person that has this. That's what I mean. So that's why here now, what I'm going to do here now, instead of me adding any if again, that's what I mean. I just refer to this 9%. This is 9% now. And it's 9%. I make it absolute. Absolute. Of what? Of the total sales. But the only thing you remember here that you open if two times, you must close the bracket two times. Twice. That's it. Can you see? But in mathematics, when you open the bracket, you have to by the rules of Bodmans, you have to match it up. Can you see? If two, then you have to close it. Then I press enter key. You can see. So it's working with three parameters now. So you'll be looking at the six. You'll be comparing the
Mr. Dan,
yes,
if there are 3 if, then the bracket will close it 3 times.
yes, yes.
Okay. If there are 4, we'll close it 4 times.
No, what we guide you is that the amount, yes, yes, the amount of time you open the bracket, which is if. Yes, if it is three times, you close it three times. If it's four, you close it four times. In this case now, we use if two times. That is why we are closing two times. But if I can still do this thing, if you want me to add the if to make it three, if you still like it like that, but that one is a waste of time. You are having the Excel to automate. So do you want me to do
Let,
that?
let me click on. Let me click on that cell. I want to see the formula. Just a moment.
Okay. Let me make it bigger so I
No,
can see well. Let's
no, I
do
can see.
this is it.
Just let me click on that cell. Okay.
Sorry, you can see.
All right. Thank you.
Just you want you to remember that if you put the value you are going to use on your worksheet, just make it absolute reference. You are referencing it, so anybody will know that you are referencing it, and Excel also will know that you are referencing it from there. But if you type it by yourself, you don't need to put absolute reference again. So I'm switching over to the result. So I haven't done this now. It is the duties and responsibility of the Excel to know how to assign. If I double click this now, can see it's still going to give me the same result. You can see if you compare the two, the only thing that the advantage of this one is that see the advantage of this one now. If I say okay, I'm reducing this 9% now. Look at it now. If I change this 9% to 8, just type 8, it will update all my result. Can you see it's updated. If I take it back to just type 9 there now, 9 in that percentage. Watch it now. If I press enter key, look at the commission. You see, updated. That's the advantage of that. Because sometimes you want to change your mind. You are making decision. Okay, it's like this 9% is too much for those people. Let me change it to 8%. So you do that on. You just click 8. Just type 8. You don't need to put percentage 8. It will update. So if you have about 10,000 rows, it automatically updates them for you. You see, and that's the power of this. That's the beautiful things about the absolute reference. So I'm changing it back to 9 now. Put 9. Look at the result. It's going to update. Can you see? Automatical update. When I press enter key, you can see it. You understand? So the last column is talking about what the total. So I want to
Please
sum it.
let's quickly write this before you go to that, please.
Is that? Is that what?
I want you to write that out before you go to that one, please.
You mean this total?
I want to write out the
Oh, oh, oh,
formula,
oh, okay, okay.
Mommy Ferron,
sir.
instead of writing it out, when what I'm doing is I save. So when you click on that something and you look at the open space on top of your sheet, you will see the formula there.
Oh,
If you click on that 175, look at the open space, you will see the formula there. So if you are saving your work, it's easier to reference that way. I think it's better that way than writing.
okay.
Yes, ma'am. You
So
understand, man? Do you
Yeah.
understand? But you can. Well, if you are already writing this one, maybe you should complete this one first. So that's one way. Let's look at another problem again because different problem it has different approaches you are going to use. So as the problem comes, you know the kind of approach you are going to use. Are you done with this?
Yes. Go
Okay,
ahead,
I'll
sir.
take it back to the result. But this one says total. What I want to do is I want you to add the percentage, that is the sales and the commission. You want to sum it together. That's what this total mean here. See, remember our sum just equal to, because we say total means sum, sum. That's I'm summing. What am I summing? I'm summing the sales. I see the sales, and you can highlight it across the sales and the commission together. I close the bracket. That means C4 and D4. I'm using some, can you see? And if you don't want to use that method, you want to use that in that method. If I delete this one, I just say equal to. I will click this one, but this is formula now plus this. This is what they call formula. The formula is an equation that Excel uses to do simple calculation. But you can also use function. If I delete this one, I say equal to function is sum, sum. A function is an inbuilt formula. It is inbuilt. I need to call it out on Excel worksheet. So I now double click it, sum this. What are you summing? The sales and the commission together. Maybe for record purpose, I just say enter. You still get the same result. So what you do here, help Excel to help you to automate the rest. You double click it, then help you to calculate the other one. That's for that. Is it clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's look at this one now. This one look like the one we have just done now. If you look at it, okay, this one is if logical functions. This is another problem again. But this problem is stated clearly for us in this box. So you open the if logical functions. That's what we are seeing here. So if you look at this table, starting from column A, you see these names of the employee. This says in column C we have commission rate. Yeah, we want to determine the commission rate. In the column D, we want to determine the commission value. Commission rate is a percentage. Commission value is you are multiplying that percentage with the sales. Then you make a comment. So to know what to do in this case. Oh, let me see whether this thing is recording because somebody called me that time. Maybe it's still recording.
It's still recording.
Yes. So let me go back to this. So you just need to follow your can you see? Let's look at question number one. We have three questions here. That is why we have in three columns here: column C, column D, column E. So for the column C, the first question, the question is here: if says that is says is in column B. If says is greater or equal to 500, you assign sales person. You assign the sales person what high commission rate of what 5%.
15,
So
15%.
sometimes problem can be so dicey that you need to use so he's talking about percentage now. He's not talking about multiplying. It's a percentage. I want to collect the currency. In this case now the rate is here already. Look at it. The rate is already here. So what am I going to do? Let us follow the narration now. Let's follow this thing. That's all the way I write this question number one. You say if equal to if, just follow it. You I'm trying to convert it to equation. If what? The says, where the says? Says is in column B, row 4. I click it. Says. You can see. If says is greater is what? Greater than or equal to. When you say greater than equal to, it mean at least. That's what it mean. 500. That is the text thing. You say comma. That's the first thing you do. If it is true, if that statement is true, you say if the value, if it is true, what do you say you do? You say, I see. You give in commission rate of what?
10.
So in this case now, we are not multiplying anything here now. Based on this statement, if the sales is greater or equal to 500, assign sales person high commission rate of what? 15%. Where the 15%? 15% is here. You click it.
That is for absolute reference.
Yes, you click that one, Abi.
And if you are not using absolute reference,
Yes, you don't need to put you just type the 15% by itself. In this case now, I reference it. I just say F4. Can you see? That's what I'm looking for in this one. But if not, say comma, if not, the sales person receive medium commission rate of what? 10%. You know, we are talking about rate now. That's what we are going to look rate. And that is the rate. Can you see column H here? What do? You reference it here, 10%. You make it absolute. That's what we are looking for in this one. You want to determine the commission rate. So you now press enter key. So this person will collect 15%. So if I click it and double click it down like this, it's going to give me the respect. Can you see? The people that are entitled to 15%, it make it known to me. The people that are entitled, that those people who don't make up to 50, 500, that's what I mean. With less than anybody that make anything 499, 499, you understand me? Is going to give that person 10%. If you make 500 and above, it's going to assign 15%. That's what. So you need to. I'm following the statement. That's the commission rate. Then question number two, which is called D. You say calculate the commission value of each sales person. To get the commission value, no, you already calculated the commission rate. For the first one, that is in row 4. The commission rate is 15%. To calculate the commission value is easy. Just say equal to that commission rate you calculated multiplied by what? The sales. Can you see it now? Press enter. So this person is collecting $75.75. That's I mean.
Multiply. Yeah,
Yes.
multiply the sales by the commission rate.
Yes. That is the commission value. You know, we want to look at it in terms of naira or kobo or dollar. That's I mean. uh So that's what I've done here. That's why we are following this statement now. The first one is commission rate, and the rate has been given our worksheet in column H. Determine it. Then, if you get this kind of rate, so I'm going to use that rate that have been where you have been classified to determine the commission. I mean, the commission I'm going to collect based on your sales. So let me show you the. That's exactly what we do. So you can see how it works. So, but let's go a little bit higher now. But because there are some that ask multiple criteria. So I think we should do that. These are one, two, three, four criteria. What about you have about 6 or 7 criteria? How do you do? How do that one? You are assigning value. Maybe you have different multiple criteria. How do you do that? So this is what you are going to. So we are going to use another worksheet. That's why I create many worksheets so that you can understand it better. So let me look at another one because I'll give you an assignment to do for the other one. But let's look at.
So we are not making comment, right?
Okay, you see the comments there. Okay, let me look at. I didn't even check. Oh, yes, yes. The comment is there. Yes. That's question number 3. Sorry. So you can move this thing. If you see, you can move this box if it's disturbing your. Can you see the way I place it at the edge or at the border? It give you 4 headed
You
arrow.
wanted to teach me how to create this box, so Mr. Dan,
Okay, can I quickly do that now?
please do.
Okay, this is how you do. This is the process of doing this. It's easy. So if you take your mouse pointer, you take it to insert tab. Can you at your ribbon? Can you see insert tab? You click the insert tab. Have you clicked insert tab?
Mm-hmm.
You see illustration. You see your own showing illustration.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't see illustration, there are two ways you can do. You can also see text box. If you go to the extreme right, you see text box, but you can use either of them. If you look at it, let's use the illustration. So then that illustration has a drop down. It has an arrow pointing down. If you click it, it will drop down. You see your own dropping down.
Mm-hmm.
You see shape. Can you see shape there? Click that shape. This is shape. You see shape drag it down. You can use any one, but you can use rectangle. You see rectangle shape. Can you see? Are you seeing rectangular shape in your own?
Yeah.
You click it. Once you click it, it will disappear, but your mouse pointer will turn to cross. Can you see? You now press it. You press it against your, press it down. Don't release your hand. Oh. Press your mouse on your worksheet and drag it. Can you see where I'm dragging it? I'm dragging it. Once you drag it to the length you want, you release your hand. Are you seeing it? Have you done your own like
Mm.
that? You
Mm.
press your mouse as it's showing that plus. Press it down and drag across to draw it for you. Immediately you drop it, you see the landscape of your, the landscape will change. If you look at my landscape has changed automatically, it changes by itself. That means it's asking whether are you okay with this color, or you still want to change this color. That's why you are seeing this one here, the shape. So you can look at the down something here now. You can see different color. You can see if you want color. If I pick one of this color now, it show me this color. You want it to, if you want it to budge out, to budge, that is 3D. You go to shape effect. You can see shape effect here. This one is effect, it's not color. The first one is color. The other one is called shape effect to give it three-dimensional shape. So you click it like this. You now see bevel. You see bevel. That is three-dimensional object. You can see. I will pick the one that's shooting out like this, or any one of this one. That's for that. But to type inside, what do you do? You right click on top of the object, right click. You now see edit text, edit text. Once you press edit text, your cursor will come out. If you like, if you cannot see the cursor very well, you can increase the size. Remember, we are normally increase the size like this one. You increase the size. When you increase the size, so I can type something there now. I can type anything I like. If if you get if your mark, I'm typing inside now. If your mark is 90%, 90%. Yeah, good morning. I will give you. I I'm typing now just to demonstrate. I will give you $10. So that's how you do it. Let me repeat it again in case you didn't get it. If you want to delete it, just point to the edge, click it, and press delete. So how do you do it? The first step is what? Go to Insert tab, go to your illustration group. Can you see? You click it. You see drag down. You see shapes. You click it. Inside that one, you see different kind of shapes. It depends on your preference. If you want to look at the one that has the curved edge, once you click that shape, your cursor will turn to plus sign. So you just press it against your worksheet. Don't release it, oh, then drag it like this. Once you release it, you see your everything here will change it by himself automatically. Why is it change it? To allow you to modify this. Some people don't like this color. Maybe it's too bright, or you don't want it to be colorful. You can click this one. You can see. If I want to be this color, I'll click this. If I want to click this, I'll click this one. If I don't want any of this color, I can use the drop down to drop it down and click any type of color you want. Can you see? So it's preference. So if I click this one now, let me say I use this one. You have done that. But but sometimes some people want to make it fancy, to make it more, to show very well. So you now go to shape effect. This is the shape effect here. You are seeing here. You click it. You go down. You see bevel. That means 3D dimension. You pick anyone you like. You can see there are different one. This is the name of this one is called bevel. This one is this one. Guys, this is one. I can choose this one. That is second thing you do. But to type inside it, you right click on the object. Now see edit text. That means I want to type. Text me. I want to type something inside. Click it. So you start typing something like that. You get it?
Yeah.
You get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you want to delete it, click it at the edge and press delete key. So it disappears. So let us
Thank you, sir.
okay. Let us now
Mom, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
okay. Let's look at the question 3 now. Yeah, in this case now we are making when we are putting comments. Sometimes you need to put comments on your worksheet, and you want to use a if function to help you to put the comment. Because the people you are writing comment on, there are so many. So instead of you writing the comment one after another, and so Excel will help you to categorize the people in the same category who have the same comments. He help you to write them. That's what we are doing here. So in column E, that's the question 3. If sales is greater or equal to 500, make comment great sales. But if not, the sales is not up to 500. You say you can do better just to encourage the person. So what do? You are going to translate that equation now, this state to equation, which Z can understand. So let's start with it. Column D, column E, then the question 3. Now say equal to if, remember I'm following the statement, if the sales is greater, where is the sales? So you go to sales. If the sales, this is the sales, is greater than or equal to what? Equal to 500. Just type the 500. This case now, if you like, if you have put the 500 on your worksheet, you make absolute reference. But we didn't put in our worksheet now. I can type the 500. 500 by myself. You can see, comma. What do you say you would do if the person make a sales which is 500 and above? Which comment will I give?
So
Remember
great says.
when you are giving comment, is a text. You are going to give it double. Remember, don't forget. But when you are doing calculation, you don't need that one. So now type the comment in between those great, great sales. You can see. Then you close the comment. Mhm. But at the same time, if the person doesn't make up to that, put comma. What do you say you will give? You can do better.
So
That
now we are going to do another if, right?
no, this one you don't do if now. You don't do if for this one
Bec-
because
Because you say if not.
if not, and that's what you are saying. That say if not, this is what you are giving. This statement, question number three, now it does not tell us that there's another one again. It's either you pass or fail.
Okay, okay, being the last one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, being
But
the
if you
last
begin to
one.
extend it to further, uh-huh, then you now begin to add that. So in this case now, it's only we start to say if you make it, you get this one. If you don't make it, but when you say if you make up to this point, you get this one. You make up this point, you get this one. You make up to this point, you get another one. Then you are extending to multiple if function. So in this case, it doesn't require that. So I don't say can I say that you can do better now? Just type it. You can do better. Then close close the quote, then close the bracket. So we have only two parameters here. But if it's extended to three parameter, you begin to and use the maybe multiple ifs. So when I press enter now, it will assign it base. So the Z is the one that will assign those information to me. It will look at the left. If you look at the mark, or look at what you score, begin to assign it for you. Whether you grade C. So when I double click this one now, tell me internally it has helped me to look at the amount and say, okay, this place that we assign can do better. This person gets C. So we have seen a situation whereby we do the calculation at the same time we also put comments. I think you can see what I've done here. If what you get is greater than equal to at least 500, grade C. If not, you can do better. So you have to put the two. So it's the exam that will now look at the two. Any one of them that meet that criteria, then it will now assign by himself internally. So that's what you have done here. So let's go further. If you do you understand that, sir?
Mm.
Do you understand
Yes,
that?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Now we are going to the one that is multiple now. We are going to the one that we call multiple. Although the good morning, welcome. Good morning, yes, ma'am. This one I've already done it. See, I've already done, but I'm going to show you how I do this one.
Which worksheet are we on now?
In nested,
Next,
you call it nested if funct grade. When say nested, you are using multiple ifs. If the if is more than three, four, five, six, that we call multiple. That we call nested. So that's why we give that name nested if function. Because we are going to use this criteria. If you look at the column F, we are using many criteria. Can you see column F and column G? You can see it. We are now putting in a range. If you get a mark between 0 and 39, your letter grade F fail. If you fall between 40 and 49, can you see this case now? This is what you use when you conduct exam. You evaluate students or your employee. You evaluated them, and the whole mark is 100%. But different people get different. Maybe some people got 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So you want to group them to their own range. So any person that got the mark between 0 and 39, that person automatically failed. Any person that got the mark between 40 and 49 is classified as D. Any person that got between 50 and 59 is C. Anybody that got 60 and 69 in BC. Anybody that got 70 and 79, it got B. Anybody that got 80 and above, it got A. You know, age is distinction. Do you understand me? So we are using this as our condition to assign the grade. So, but I already done it, but I just want to see how it is done first. Then Don't let this one intimidate you. It's just simple. So nothing there. I will explain to you. Because there are multiple if. Then later on, maybe in the next lecture, maybe tomorrow, we are going to look at you don't need to put if. There's another thing you are going to do again. That if we put now, instead of me put if. We are going to use another method. So I don't want it to confuse you. So that one is more better than this one. But let's still look because there are two methods. So this is how it looks like. But I will explain to you very easy. If you it's only that it's just logical. You have to be very logical. So Excel is logical. So that's why you need to know all those logical something. So and once you can be logical with it and state what your statement logically, it will logically help you to solve the problem. So let me now take it back. See, if you look at the box here, the box, you say use if function to assign letter grade. In this case, we are assigning letter grade to the grade column. Where is the grade column? This is the grade column, column D. For each staff, using range. Now we are using range now because it's within range and the corresponding grade letter as your guide. So what does it mean? So I will remove this one. Or let me remove what I've just done. I will align. Remember when you want to align something, you click it, you hold down your control shift, you press down arrow key to select it for you. That's the fastest way of doing it. Do you understand that method? This column now, this column D, I want to remove everything down. Instead of me doing like this one, click it, highlighting it down. What about that? You have about 1 million row. Will you keep on doing like that one? So the fastest method to do that is to click the first cell here, hold down your control and shift key, then press down your arrow key, down arrow key, automatically help you to select it. Even if it's 100 million rows. So what do you do after you have done that? Now delete, press your delete key, it automatically delete it for you. You can see it. So let's look at it now. So we are using this table starting from column F through column. You understand me? You are going to use the terminal. So how do you do it? Look at it now. We need to be very logical in this case now. Are you following me? Are you following me?
Can you repeat that, please?
No, I'm trying to do it. I'm telling you that we are using this range. Can you see? Look at it. If you look at column B here, this is staff
Mm,
number B. You conducted a maybe examination from promotion for them. Hmm? The exam is quantitative and IQ score. So both are combined on column what? Column C. This first person here, this staff number here, the first person got 90% out of 100%. You can see. Are you seeing it?
mm,
Now, you now have another table. Maybe your organization has standard that anybody, when if you conduct an exam, if somebody fall within the range of 90%, so that person is in what? A is a student, grade A. Can you see? You can see it here. So that means that this 90 here fall within this grade, this range. So what I want to give the person is letter A. If anybody fall within 60, look at 60 here now. Where does 60 belong to here? This 60%. Which grade? Which 60? Where is 60 here? 60
BC.
is here. The corresponding letter grade you want? BC. You can see. So that's what you want to do. So instead of it be looking at this thing, instead of me doing mechanical, I say, "Ah, you look at your 90. This is 90. This person collect 90. Where does it belong to? This place. You just type here A. Can you see? Which is okay. But this person collect got 60. Which range does it belong to here? What's the corresponding letter grade BC? You type BC here. It's okay like this one, oh. But this one has defect. Number one, when I say it has defect, if you have about 10,000 rows, will you be doing mechanically up to 10,000? You'll be there till tomorrow. Number two, if you want to update, how do you update? So that's why we need to use this. So to use this one to automate it now, can you see? It will be easier. So what do you do now? Say equal to, look at it. If, have you? If the mark I'm seeing here. So let us text it on the this 0 to 39. What are you going to say? Is it less than or equal to or greater than or less than? What are you going to do here? I want to test your knowledge now. If once this person score, that's a quantitative and IQ score test, is 90, can you see? How do you frame the
Equal to zero, equal to greater than zero, but less
and yes,
greater
so
than zero, greater than zero equal to 39.
it doesn't work like that. That logic is not correct. you you can see that one say the different challenges you need a different approach. So this is another problem now because it depends on how you create your worksheet. You understand me? Also, it determines how you are going to approach the problem. Now, this one is quite different from the one you have been doing before. So, I want you to think. I'm giving you 1 minute again to think over it. Think over it. If C7, no, we have not done this one before. This one is within the range, sir. Are you quiet?
Yes, I'm thinking,
Yes, yes, yes. That's logic for you.
can we put it in inverted comma?
No. Okay, let me give you the logic. Then you do the subsequent one. So look at it now. Anything between 0 and 39, you can say everything within that range is less than what? 40.
40.
Everything that is less than 40. That's the logic. So I say you don't need to come and click anything. This is one that they're just guiding you. Everything, the mark here, when you look at the first row, you want to test it against the first row. Everything there is less than what? 40. Is that not? Comma. You have tested the first row. What mark do you say you will give? You say double quotes,
Inverted comma. Okay.
fantastic. And that's a comma. I've tested for the first row. What do I do for the second row? You open if again. You don't need to put equal to, just say if again, against the mark. You click the mark. For against the second row, what do you press? What do you say? Is it less than or equal to or greater than? Everything in that
This
row is
one
what?
is
50.
greater
Everything.
than greater than 50.
No, everything.
No,
Everything in that row is less than.
50.
Yeah, that is it. I'm talking. Everything in that row, that row we are considering now. I'm not talking the first row, the second. This row is less than 50. You can see. Are you getting the logic? What will be the corresponding
Um,
letter grade?
I'm coming, Mr. Dan.
Hmm?
But we are still selecting C7 now all along.
Yes, C7. The
So we
mark,
continue to select.
the mark is C7. We are going to test it. Everything we are going to test all this parameter here, the range on this person. Remember, I tell you that it's the exact that will determine when you are trying to drag it down whether this person fall in F or D or C or BC. You are going to state it first because you are not dealing with only one person. You are dealing with other marks too. So when you are dragging it down, exam will not determine whether the person is F or C. That is why we are doing that. So we keep on clicking the same. You understand me? That this person will collect D abi. You open if again. You are open if for this next row again. Say if.
Less than 60.
Okay, are you getting what I'm doing? Let me put double quote first. Now put comma. Now put if. The double click. Abi. We are doing the third row, Abi. It's less than what?
Um,
If the
60.
mark, if the mark here is less than what?
60.
Everything here is less than 60. In this row, though, we are not talking about that one. Is less than, what is 60. What's the corresponding letter grade? C.
BC.
So you now put double quote C because that's a text. We are putting double quote. You put comma. We have tested for this, and this. This is the next one, Abi. You open if again.
Hmm.
If the mark is what? Everything here is what? Less than what? Less than what?
70.
70.
Correct. You put comma. What's the corresponding letter grade? It's going to be BC. Remember, it's a text you are typing. You type the BC. Are you getting it? Getting somehow. Okay. You put comma. You put if
Please, I
again.
can't.
I see. So you test again. Everything, everything in that next row. You answer me. Is less than what? You will not see it in my. Okay, this covering it. It's less than 80 now. It's less than 80. 60, 70. It's less than 80. Something is covering it. What the corresponding letter grade? B. This is where now the what I was telling you before come to play. This one I don't need to open if again. Can you see? When I'm testing the last one now, can you see? You don't need to open if. If you like to open if, there's no problem. But to save your time, Excel will do it for you internally. You understand me? You just type there what? A. Can you see? A.
Close bracket how many
But you
times?
remember the rules. If you open if, you look at the bracket you use. How many if do you open with the bracket? One, two,
Two,
two, three,
three,
four,
4,
five.
5.
That means you are going to close the bracket 5 times. One, two, three, four, five. You can see that is the rules. If you open if, but maybe the next class I'm going to teach you, you don't need to put this if. That one is even easier for us. But there are two methods. So I'm teaching the first method. The maybe at the another class we are going to look at another method. So now press enter key. So you see now it will be
Mr. Dan,
hmm?
please put your cursor on the cell. Okay, just a minute, please.
Yeah, no problem. You can see that we open if, yeah, this is one bracket, two, three, four, five.
Now, now,
Mathematically,
now, now I have a question.
yes.
Less than 80
Mm-hmm.
is B.
Less than 80 is B, yes.
So,
Corresponding letter grade. Everything here is less than 80, is that not?
yes. Then
Mm-hmm.
the next one is less than 100.
Eh, if you put
Oh,
less than
sorry,
100,
sorry,
that's what.
sorry, sorry, sorry. I can understand now. The less than 70. Okay, 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 okay.
If you if,
Less than
okay, if you want to
less
put,
than 80.
yes, let me tell you, if you want to put another if you are trying to introduce another if, you can say this one is what? Greater than
Uh-huh.
greater greater than or equal to 80. This is what you are going, no, greater than 80. Right, see this one.
Uh-huh. So that is the area I'm a bit confused because A now there is nothing behind A. We just put A in
Yes,
inverted comma.
yeah, that was exam. We go inside and look at it for you. That the row that is remaining, it will help you to assign it.
Okay, if you want to put if now,
You want to put, look at it.
then
If you want
it
to
will be
put if
greater than
if you want to put if, this is what are you going to write it. Say if,
it will be equal to greater than 80.
and you just say if. No, you are going to say mm, greater than or equal to 80. You can see greater than equal to 80. No, you say this one is less than 80. Is that not? Mhm. But you want to come to this place, say from 80 and above. I see. Anybody that got 80 and above, they are A student, grade A student. That is a distinction student. If you want to put it, if you want to put if, but you don't need to put that one. Excel knows how to determine that for you. If it's remaining only one, just put that grade there. Excel knows that you don't need to say whether if or if not, if or if not. The last one is reserved for the distinction. Just put A. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's how we do this one. But at another class, I'm going to teach you this. If we are repeating now, you don't need to put it if. This one will be laborious for us. So then I replace it with another function again, so that Instead of repeating if there's something you're going to do, you still get the same result. Do you understand? So I'm going to give you an assignment. Let's see, to test your knowledge now, because this is logic area now.
Now, if we now type the last if, how many comma are we going to put? Six.
Five. Five, sir.
It's fi-
Now that
you
if
look
I decide to put the
uh-huh,
last if,
uh-huh. You are going to close it 6 times in this case now.
6 times.
Yes, if you
that
put
is if you
another if,
type
okay, let me do it
Okay,
now.
another if.
Do you want me to
Okay.
do it for you? To open another if separately? Can I show you? I want to try that.
Yes.
yes.
So I'm going to modify this thing a little bit now. Look at it. I'm going to close this one a little bit like this. Look at it and see what I'm doing now.
If.
I want to add put under the if. I say in if, no, you put command first. Say if. I'll click it like this. What do you say? You go and select the mark. Remember, I will normally do. You click this, Abby. But in this case
Mm,
now is greater than or equal to that from 80 and above. 80. What do you say you will do? The person will get A. Remember that A is supposed to be double.
mm, iPhone.
Now, the if there are six in number now. If you count it, the bracket one, two, three, four, five, six. So you close it 6 times. One, two, three, four, five, six. Enter. You still get the same result.
Mommy
So
is here. Sleep. Let me share.
you still get the same result. You can see.
Stay in my hand like
So
this.
let me show you the formula that I use. You know, in life you save time, you save space, you have to economy. So instead of you going to that extent, I will have finished my own. Do you understand, sir? If I still want to modify this one now, the only thing I will do, I'll just remove that if. I only put that a there. You still get the same result. Are you getting it?
I'll be here. I'm going. Don't be come.
So I'm going to give you assignments. I want you to do. I'll make sure you do this. But later I'm going to teach you another one that has to do. We are combining a function with, and okay, when we reach there, I will tell you that. But let me give you the assignment you are going to use this one. You say multiple function statement. This is your own assignment now. See, multiple if function statement. So you are going to follow these rules. This is the what's going to guide you. This one is also logical too. So I want to see your logic. Don't forget the multiple function statement. So whatever you do, we we work together to look at it. Then we now look at if function and when you are combining if with and, then okay, let me give you two assignments so that to reinforce what we learn. The second one is called if function cash gift exercise. Are you noting it down? The first one is what they
Yeah,
call,
we're not
the first one is called
multiple
multiple
functions.
if function statement. So this is what you are going to put. You are going to calculate bonus, but this one asks about how many parameter. One, two, three, four. The second one is this one. I I put different ones so that it can reinforce what you learn, so that you can see how different problem can come and you can use different approach to do it. So the second one, the assignment is this one: if function cash gift exercise. So in this case now, you are going to provide answer in column G, column H, column I. In fact, I'm supposed to remove this, but I'm already calculated for you.
The total.
And you know the total is not difficult. You have to summon the organization can see sales person is into import business, into export business, into container business. You want you to sum the total amount is so. So okay, I've done that one, that's no problem. But based on that now, what are you going to do here? We're going to look at the statement. I have a statement. I hope I've not removed it. So let me bring it up. You find yourself under. So I can move this one up. This is what we are going to work with. This is what we are going to work with. Guys, I've done the first one for you. Sum the total services value by each salesperson. So your own now you start from column G now. If the total can you see if the total service value by a salesperson equal or greater than 250,000, a salesperson receives 3% of the total as a cash bonus. If not, he received 1% of the service value. So, but remember, in this one, I put I put 3% you are going to use and 1% on your worksheet. So take note. So you are going to reference the 3%
Absolute reference.
because that's question
Sure.
number two. Now, question number two is the cash gift. That's column G. That's where you're going to put it. Can you see? 3% here now. I put it's 3% and 1% respectively. So reference it. Question number three, they call that one physical cash gift one. So what do you do in this case now? If the total can you see this one you are giving comment. The last one, can you see? This is the question number four. Then the question number five automatically update by himself. I will tell you the reason how the thing will update. This one is helping us to generate summary. I see. I'm going to tell you once you are right with what you are doing here, this thing will automatically summarize for you. But you may not understand this one. So when I come the next time, I'm going to tell you how whatever you are doing here, you can create a particular area whereby you can summarize what you have done. So that's second assignment now. So you're going to fill this gap, column G, column H, column I. So on that note, so because on that day, the next class, we finish this if function. We now look at VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP, that's another important one. VLOOKUP, and pivot table. That pivot table is when you have a large volume of data, you want to analyze it. Data that if you want to analyze it, it will take you about maybe 6 hours. Pivot table will help you to analyze it in such a way that they help you to collate it. In whichever they want to see the result, the pivot table will help you to analyze it to text to your own text. So it's another powerful one. Then we now look at other ones. Then we begin to round up. So we look at the other one we are going to look at. Let me go look at them. Then I'll now teach other things that are necessary again. So that you now round it up. With that knowledge now, you should be able to do most of the work on your worksheet. Understand?
Mr. Dan,
Yeah,
there is one thing I want to request to.
yeah,
That day we were doing a filtering.
yeah.
My worksheet had issues. So before we close the training, I still need you to take me back to filtering.
Is your system or
My system, it was my worksheet that had a problem that day,
maybe
but not now. Well,
do you know what you do?
mm,
I will send another worksheet to you again. You understand me?
okay,
Then you use
okay.
on it. Maybe that one corrupt because that day you already save it. Abi, you save it.
Yeah, I think I did, but at the end of the day, I was having issues. So, and in
Eh,
order not to delay us, we just proceeded
so
that day.
I will send another worksheet to you again. You are going to use it
Okay,
to do it. You try it again. Then you also, in the video I sent, I also did it several times there. Another thing about that video,
okay.
please don't share it with anybody. It's our policy. In fact,
No
they don't want me to even, but I don't use. So you don't share with a third party. It's just for you alone.
Okay.
Yes, thank you,
yes, sir.
sir. So on this note, if there's no any other question, hold on, help me.
Please,
If
will
there's
it
no any
go?
other question, I'm going to call it off today because it's like people are coming in here, they are setting our time. And they are
Sleep.
listening to me. They'll be wondering, who am I talking with?
Yes.
Tell them you are talking to convention members in America.
Okay.
Yes. Sir.
Maybe I should even give you the link. Save. Maybe you can just look at what we are doing if you have the time.
Mm,
Okay.
As well, oh. We will try.
Mhm. On that note, I'll call on to them. So the same time tomorrow,
yes.
we
Sir.
meet again
Yeah.
so that we can be able to
Yes.
cover. Then
Yes.
for the next maybe 1 month, you can still be asking me question. That's my own principle. Ask me question. Maybe you have an issue I can say attend to. In other words, you can send message to me about an issue in one area. It's not going to be a section like this. You have to attend to that particular issue.
Particular
Yes,
concern.
yes. So I can get everything well.
The what me I'm doing right now does not require much of this. So my own question or disturbance might come much later.
Well, no problem, no problem, no problem. So on that note, thank you very much for joining me online. So meet again next time
Thank you, sir.
tomorrow. Yeah. So the other one we are doing now, maybe if another person come to Nigeria again, we now although this one I've just done now is already in those one. I gave you the fact training I've done. But if you still want this one, I will still give it to you, no problem. So I'm stopping the recording
You
now.
want?
Thank you.
Yeah.